They say the first signs of aging show up on the face laugh lines, silver hair, maybe a few extra pounds. But doctors know something most people don't. The earliest and most telling sign of aging shows up in your legs. Not all at once, it comes quietly. One day the stairs feel a little steeper. You catch your breath quicker on a walk that used to be effortless. Your balance doesn't feel as sure when you're reaching for something in the cupboard. You think it's just tiredness, but it's your legs whispering they're not as strong as they once were. And here's the truth that hits hardest. When your legs weaken, your freedom follows. Walking, cooking, shopping, dancing, playing with your grandkids, all of it becomes harder. But there is hope. This isn't about going to the gym or pushing your body too far. It's about what you put on your plate. Because 4 everyday foods, simple, nourishing, and easy to find, can help you keep your legs strong, steady, and full of life even after 70. Stay with me. If you've ever worried about losing your independence, this might just be the most important list of groceries you'll ever make. Why this matters: when legs go, freedom goes. Aging is a quiet artist. It doesn't paint in bold colors, but in gentle, fading strokes until one day you realize your body no longer moves as effortlessly as it once did. And the first strokes often show up not in your face, but in your legs. The truth is, your legs are the foundation of your independence. They don't just carry your body, they carry your freedom. Your ability to get out of bed, walk to the bathroom safely, shop for your own groceries, water your plants, or play catch with your grandkids. All of it depends on the strength and coordination of your lower limbs. But after the age of 60, a quiet transformation begins inside the body. One that works silently, gradually chipping away at your strength without much warning. It starts with sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass and function. This process accelerates with age. In fact, Harvard research shows that older adults lose between 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade after 60, and even faster after 75. One of the first areas affected is the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs, which are essential for standing up, climbing stairs, and keeping your balance. At the same time, bone density begins to decline, especially for women after menopause, when estrogen levels drop significantly. This loss makes the bones, particularly those in the hips and in thighs, more fragile and more prone to fractures, which can severely impact mobility and independence. Meanwhile, your neuromuscular system, the highway that connects your brain to your body, starts to slow down. The brain may still send the right messages, but they take longer to reach your legs. That delay can make your steps feel uncertain, or cause you to react more slowly to changes in terrain or balance. And finally, the joints that support your every move begin to show wear. Cartilage wears thin, inflammation builds, and the once fluid movements of your knees and ankles grow stiff, sore, or unstable. These joints, your body's natural shock absorbers, gradually lose their cushion, making everyday actions, like walking, bending, or getting out of a chair, more taxing than they used to be. These changes create a vicious cycle. Less strength leads to less movement, which leads to faster decline. And soon what started as skipping a walk becomes skipping life itself. And here's the hard truth. Mobility loss is the #1 predictor of loss of independence in older adults. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 Americans over 65 reports difficulty walking or climbing stairs. Falls, most of which are caused by leg weakness or balance issues, are the leading cause of injury-related death in seniors. But it doesn't have to be that way. Leg decline is common, but it's not inevitable. Muscles, even in your 70s and 80s, can be rebuilt. Nerves can be supported, joints can be nourished, and bones can be strengthened. But only if we pay attention. Because when your legs go, your world shrinks. But when they're strong, you walk toward life, not away from it. Miracle food #1. Salmon, a gentle guardian for muscle. Strength doesn't vanish overnight. It slips away quietly, one stare, one step, one pause at a time. And for older adults, this quiet thief has a name: sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. It doesn't make headlines, but it changes lives. and your legs are the first to feel its touch. That's why what you eat matters just as much, if not more, than how you move. And few foods are as quietly powerful as salmon. Salmon is nature's gift to aging muscles. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, those heart-loving fats that also help protect your muscles from inflammation, one of the hidden drivers of soreness, stiffness, and weakness in older legs. But here's where it gets more interesting. Omega-3s also improve how your body uses protein. They support a process called muscle protein synthesis, the rebuilding and repairing of muscle tissue. In simpler terms, they help your legs recover, rebuild, and stay strong even as the years pass. Unlike red meat, salmon provides high-quality protein that's also gentle on the digestive system, something that becomes more important as our stomachs slow down with age. And unlike supplements, salmon offers this power in a natural, delicious, and deeply nourishing form. Even just 2 servings per week, baked, grilled, or broiled, can make a meaningful difference. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who regularly consume fatty fish had stronger grip strength, better walking speed, and fewer mobility-related hospitalizations. I remember Mr. Leo, 80 years old, widowed and proud of his independence. He began to notice his legs tiring more easily on his afternoon walks. His daughter, a nurse, encouraged him to try including salmon in his meals. "We should twice a week," she said. So he did, broiled with lemon, sometimes over a salad. Within a couple of months, he felt steadier. "I don't have to hold the railing every time now," he told me with a grin, "and I don't feel like I'm fighting my own body." Salmon may not be flashy, but it's a quiet guardian feeding your muscles in the background, keeping your legs steady, your steps sure, and your freedom intact. So the next time you're planning your meals, think of salmon not just as a fish, but as a friend for your future. Miracle food number 2, spinach, nature's wiring for your nerves. Not all strength comes from muscle. Sometimes what makes your legs weak isn't in your thighs or calves, it's in the tiny messages traveling from your brain to your feet. And that's where spinach steps in. This quiet, leafy green is one of nature's most powerful tools for keeping your legs steady, your steps sure, and your coordination intact. Why? Because spinach is rich in magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that fuel the electrical system of your body. Your nerves are like wires. Every time you lift your foot, take a step, or adjust your balance, tiny signals travel from your brain to your muscles. Without enough magnesium and potassium, those signals slow down, misfire, or get interrupted. That's when you feel unsteady, wobbly, or experience cramps and spasms in your legs. Spinach also contains nitrates, which open up your blood vessels and improve circulation, making it easier for oxygen and nutrients to reach your leg muscles and joints. Better blood flow means more energy and less fatigue, especially during movement. But here's what makes spinach truly special. It's gentle, accessible, and versatile. You don't need to eat spinach raw by the bowlful to enjoy its benefits. In fact, it slips easily into the meals you already love. In the morning, try tossing a small handful into your scrambled eggs or folding it into a warm omelet. It wilts beautifully and adds a gentle, earthy note without overpowering the dish. At lunch, it makes a perfect companion to soups, rice dishes, or even a light quinoa bowl. Its texture softens quickly, making it easy to chew and digest. By dinner, a simple sauté with olive oil and garlic turns spinach into a nourishing side dish that pairs well with almost anything on your plate. And if you're in the mood for something sweet, blend it into a smoothie with banana, Greek yogurt, and a dash of cinnamon. You might be surprised by how creamy and comforting it tastes, with all the goodness hidden in every sip. Spinach doesn't ask for much, but what it gives in return to your nerves, your muscles, and your balance is quietly powerful. And if fresh spinach feels like too much to clean or chew, try frozen chopped spinach. It's just as nutritious, easy to portion, and quick to heat. Take Marcia, for example, the 72 years old, and recently struggling with foot drag and leg cramps. Her doctor ruled out diabetes and prescribed no medication. Just one thing: eat more magnesium. She added spinach to her meals twice a day. Within weeks, her nighttime leg cramps eased, and her walking became more fluid. "It felt like my legs and my brain were talking again," she said, smiling. So the next time you pass by that bag of greens at the store, don't overlook it. Spinach may be soft and quiet, but inside it's a powerhouse for every step you take. Miracle food number 3, Greek yogurt. Silent armor for your bones. Your legs carry your weight every day. But underneath every step, every climb, every walk to the mailbox, what truly holds you up are your bones. And with age, those bones can begin to whisper, then weaken, then suddenly break. That's why Greek yogurt is more than a snack. It's protection. Silent, creamy, powerful protection. Greek yogurt is loaded with calcium and vitamin D, 2 nutrients that work hand in hand to maintain bone density and prevent osteoporosis, especially in the hips, knees, and spine. Without enough calcium, your bones become porous, fragile like dried out wood. And without vitamin D, your body can't absorb the calcium you consume, no matter how much milk or supplements you take. But Greek yogurt doesn't stop there. It also contains high-quality protein, which helps preserve the lean muscle around your joints, crucial for stability and preventing falls. And perhaps one of the most overlooked benefits? Greek yogurt supports your gut health through probiotics, good bacteria that improve digestion and help your body actually use the nutrients you're eating. After 60, our digestive system becomes less efficient. So it's not just what you eat, it's what you absorb. Let's make this practical. You don't need a big bowl of Greek yogurt to see results. Just half a cup a day can do wonders, if you know how to enjoy it. In the morning, try topping it with fresh berries, a drizzle of honey, and a sprinkle of oats. It's a gentle, satisfying way to start your day, both sweet and nourishing. When afternoon comes and your energy dips, mix it with a little banana and cinnamon. That creamy combination makes for a delightful snack, comforting yet light, and just enough to carry you through. And for those who prefer something savory, Greek yogurt can surprise you. Stir it into mashed potatoes for a rich, tangy twist, or use it as a healthier base for sauces and dressings, replacing sour cream or mayo without sacrificing flavor. Simple, easy, and incredibly versatile, Greek yogurt fits into your routine like an old friend who quietly helps you stand a little stronger. You can even use lactose-free or plant-based versions if dairy doesn't agree with your stomach. Just make sure they're fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Florence, a retired school teacher of 76, told me she started eating Greek yogurt after a hip fracture sidelined her for months. "I thought it was too late," she said, "but after a year of healing and yogurt every morning, I'm back to my morning walks, slow but steady." She smiled and added, "I think I'm stronger now than I was at 70. So don't underestimate the quiet strength in your refrigerator. Greek yogurt may not shout, but it builds from within a daily spoonful of support for the bones that carry your life. Miracle food number 4, sweet potatoes, golden fuel for endurance. Have you ever stood up, taken a few steps, and felt like your legs just weren't ready to follow? Not painful, not weak, just tired? That's a signal, not from your muscles, but from your fuel tank. As we age, our bodies lose some of their ability to store and efficiently use energy. The result? Legs that fatigue faster, walks that feel longer, and stairs that seem steeper. That's why sweet potatoes are one of the most underrated miracle foods for older adults. They're rich in complex carbohydrates, the kind of energy that burns slow and steady, keeping your legs powered throughout the day without the sugar crashes that come from white bread or pastries. Think of it like putting a log on the fire, rather than crumpled newspaper that burns out in seconds. But sweet potatoes offer much more than energy. They're packed with potassium, which plays a vital role in preventing leg cramps and supporting smooth, coordinated muscle movement. Potassium also helps regulate fluid balance, which becomes harder to manage as we get older and often take medications that affect hydration. Sweet potatoes are also a beautiful source of beta-carotene, an antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation, especially in joints like knees and ankles that carry the burden of movement day after day. Some studies even suggest beta-carotene supports nerve function and eye health, both of which are essential for walking safely and confidently. Here's the best part. Sweet potatoes are incredibly easy to prepare and fit beautifully into almost any meal. You can slice them into thick wedges, toss them with a little olive oil and rosemary, then roast them until the edges turn golden and crisp. The result? A warm, satisfying side that fills the kitchen with comfort. Prefer something softer? Try mashing them with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a touch of nutmeg. Their natural sweetness shines through, creating a dish that feels indulgent yet deeply nourishing. And on cooler days, there's nothing quite like a bowl of sweet potato soup. Simmer them gently with carrots, onions, and a bit of ginger. Then blend into a creamy bowl that warms you from the inside out. Whether you're cooking for yourself or sharing with someone you love, sweet potatoes offer more than just flavor. They offer fuel, comfort, and strength in every bite. And for those with limited time or energy, frozen diced sweet potatoes can be steamed or microwaved in minutes, no peeling required. Raymond, 68, once joked that he had lazy legs. He loved walking, but always had to rest halfway. When he added sweet potatoes to lunch 3 times a week, things changed. "It's like my legs found a second wind," he said. "Now I walk the full park loop without stopping." So the next time fatigue creeps in, don't reach for another cup of coffee. Reach for the quiet strength of a sweet potato. Your legs just might thank you for it. Keep your legs, keep your life. We often think strength fades with age, but what if it doesn't have to? Your legs are more than limbs. They are your freedom, your balance, your independence. They carry the weight of your memories, your morning walks, your laughter in the kitchen, your quiet moments at sunset. And they deserve to be nourished like the gifts they are. Salmon to feed your muscles, spinach to support your nerves, Greek yogurt to strengthen your bones, sweet potatoes to keep your energy flowing. These aren't just foods. They are building blocks for a life that still has room to grow, to move, to thrive. So here's my invitation to you. Choose one. Try just one of these miracle foods this week. Listen to your body. See how it responds. Let your legs feel the care you give them. And if you've already felt the difference from any of these, I'd love to hear from you. Share your story in the comments because someone else may need that encouragement today. Your legs may grow older, but they can still carry you far.